Hi everyone, it's Kathy from Chalking with Kathy, and today I'm going to be doing a little chalking craft with you. I'm going to do this little rustic tin sign that I picked up last year somewhere, and I'm going to be using the add-on from the vintage truck. This is the fall add-on that you can get that goes with the vintage truck, but you can also use it for lots of different things. It's got all kinds of little words on it. It's got hay, apples, and I don't have the rest of it. When I cut it up, I put it on backer sheets, and this is what it comes out as. It has all kinds of fall words or farm words, whatever you want to use. There's corn, maize, harvest, fresh, festival, farm, crisp, big roll of hay, hay bales. It's just a fun transfer that you can use for fall or summer, whenever you'd like to use it, but I like to play with it a lot because it's so much fun. Okay, so to get started, I'm going to be using, like I said, this galvanized tin sheet sign that I picked up, and I'm going to use some paste wax, just finishing paste wax for furniture, and put on this so that my transfer doesn't stick really so tight that I can't get it off. You don't need a lot on here. You just kind of put a light coat on here, cover it, and then that's all you have to do there. We're gonna buff it off here in just a second. Put my wax away. How are you all this morning? How's the weather where you're at? We've had some very unusual, nice, beautiful, cool summer days. It's been gorgeous here where we can sit out on the porch and actually enjoy it. Very unusual for this part of the South to have these nice, cool days. But it's been so enjoyable. All right, once it's waxed, you can tell you just feel a nice, soft sheen to the galvanized tin itself. But also to make sure that it's not going to stick real tight, I'm going to do what we call fuzzing, and that is I'm going to take my stickers and put them on a towel, and it kind of picks up a little bit of lint so that it doesn't stick so tight to the tin. Do this a couple of times just to make sure that you get some of the stickiness off. And I'm going to place these so I know where to put them at. So I think I'll put farm here, or we could put it in the center. Let's try it this way. Farm, and then we'll try fresh. And I would imagine seeing these on the roadside, a sign like this, where the farmers have picked their apples and set them out to sell. You see that when you're traveling a lot in the summertime through some of the farmlands and southern, well, even in the Midwest you see it a lot too. Then put the fresh. And then I'm going to put the apples on here. Make sure everything's going to fit. Probably should have tested this before I started my live, but that's how I fly, by the seat of my pants. Trying to make sure, get on here in time. All right, we'll put the apples here. That looks pretty centered. Pretty, yeah, I think that would look like some farmer would make a cute little sign to put out there for everyone to see. So I'm going to be using black chalk paste, and this chalk paste is getting near the bottom. I'm probably going to run out here soon, or empty this jar anyway, because I've had this for, gosh, a year. This is a 3-ounce jar of chalk paste, and it lasts a long time. I have done tons and tons of projects with this. Used it in my classes and it's still going strong. So the chalk paste lasts a long time, so to say. Put it on my transfer there, and then I'm just going to use a squeegee and sort of just go across the words. Very easy. It's like spreading butter on toast. You can't get much easier than that, I don't think. I think I learned how to do that when I was a 3-year-old. I'm not sure. Okay, and that's it. See? Already 2 of them done. These are quick, they're easy, they're fun to do. It's addictive, I'll tell you that right now. Once you get started, you just want to keep going. And then you just lift the transfer, go to the center and pull it from side to side. And the distressing on these is built in, as you can see, to make it look like it's been around for a very long time. And it's starting to wear. And now we're going to take off the fresh. And there we have Farm Fresh. I think I got a little bit of paste right there. Okay. And I'm actually using black chalk paste today. And of course I've got it all over me again. It's getting to be a joke. Me and black chalk paste. We got a thing going here. Okay. All right. I'm going to dry this so I don't get my fingers in it any more than I already have. As you can see, it dries rather quickly, and you can run your fingers all across it. It's not going to smear or spread or anything like that. I'm going to move this black out of my way before I have more of it that I'm wearing. The next color I'm going to use is called Bark, which is a brown color, and it's just a little bit thick today. When the joy of this is that you can thin it down just by spritzing it a couple of times with some water, stirring it up so that you get the consistency of yogurt or sour cream or that sort of consistency. You just want a nice smooth chalk paste so that it just glides right on. Okay, that looks good. And I'm going to put that on here. And again, we're just going to take the squeegee. I'm going to turn this so that I can do it. And run it across the baskets. And there are little tiny stems on this for the apples themselves. So this is going to be a layered project where we're going to put another layer on top of this one to finish our design. And right now I'm squeegeeing off the excess, putting it back in the jar, simply so that I'm not wasting anything. If you do this, your paste is going to last forever, and you're going to get lots and lots and lots of projects out of it. So now we're going to peel this one off. Take it off slowly, and there you got a perfect row of baskets to put your apples in. And I'm going to dry this one. It looks like I got a little bit of chalk paste up here, so I'm going to wipe it off. Chalk paste is removable. It's semi-permanent in the fact that, like I said, I can rub my fingers across it. It's not going to come off or smear. But if I want to take it off, I simply spritz it with some water and wash it off. If I want this to be permanent, then what I would do is spray it with some clear sealant or spray paint, and it would be permanent then. Wouldn't be able to take it off at all. So now I'm going to take the apples, or layer. I need a little more space on this desk, just a little tiny bit, to put all my stuff. All right, now I need to line this up. Excuse me. On our new transfers, we have little, got brown on me too. I'm batting 100 today. Okay, on our new transfers, we have little registration marks in the corners of them, so that when you put one down, you can put a little dot here, and then you can line up your registration marks, and you'll have it exactly where you want it. But on the older ones, we didn't have that yet. So basically what I'm going to do is line this up with a basket and bring it up level with the tops of the baskets, and basically cover the little brown stems so that they're where they'll be in the tops of the apples. So I want to make sure that my apples are in the baskets too. Don't want them hanging out in the air with a bunch of air hanging over the top. Okay. There and there. All right, and for this I'm going to use red, of course. You could mix this if you wanted to have mixtures of apples. You could do red, green, yellow, whatever colors apples you like. I'm a red apple person, and I'm just going to make it simple today because this is just going to be a simple farm sign that you see on the side of the road that is advertising this farmer's fresh apples that he just picked, and he's wanting you to stop and buy them. So put a little bit of red on there, and of course I got some right on my basket. I can't believe this today, but the brown is dry, so I'm able to wipe it right off without wetting the chalk paste. To wash the chalk paste off, you'd have to spritz it with some water and do it that way. Sit for a minute and then you just wash it right off. All right, just squeegee across the red. I'm going to do the same thing over here to get this little part that I missed. Take all the excess off. Put it back in the jar. Then remove the transfer, and there you have it. Farm fresh apples found on the side of the road. If I'd have been smart this morning, which I was not really totally awake yet today, I would have gotten one of my arrows and put here too, arrow that way, which would be really cute. I got a little bit of distressing ink here by Tim Holtz. You can pick this up in your scrapbook areas. Ranger makes it. It's a Tim Holtz. And I'm just going to put a little bit on this sign. You probably aren't going to be able to see very much of it, but it'll take some of the glare. Actually, I like to do it this way. Some of the newfound brightness of the sign so that it looks like it's been hanging around for a while. I'm going to do it all over because I like my signs to look a little bit older and not quite so fresh and new. But that's just me. Kind of rub it a little bit, it'll stay on. It's kind of worn now. Might do just a little bit more on the corners just to get them just a little bit darker, because our corners do wear a lot more than anything else. Do this one. And basically, I think what I'm going to do is dry this to make sure. I do know that I'm going to add an arrow here. I don't have it in this room with me, and it'd be silly for me to leave and go get it. So there you go. The ink will take a while to dry. It always does, but you could see that it really kind of ages it a little bit more. Now you could leave this twine hanger on it and make it look really rustic, like it was hanging on a tree out along the side of the road. You could even bend some of your corners so that it looks like it's really been hanging around for a while. Or if you wanted it to be really cute and you wanted it to maybe not look so rustic, I have a little bit of red and white checked ribbon here that you could change the twine out for the red and white checked ribbon. Just put a little bow up here at the top, and that would be really cute. But I like the rusticness of it. I think it looks like an old sign that's been out there along the roadside for a while, and I think it'd be really cute if we kind of bent the corners of it a bit and made it look even more rustic. So that's all I have for you today. Farm fresh apples from the farm. That made sense, didn't it? And done with black chalk paste, bark chalk paste, and red chalk paste on an old galvanized tin square sign that I picked up when I was out shopping. If you want to have the links for the products, just put #shop in the comments below. If you'd like to join my VIP group where I have lots of different bundles and sales and things going on over there, just put #VIP. And if you'd like to know more about having a business with Chalk Couture for only $99, put #biz and I'll be sure and let you know all about it. So that's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow. See you then. Bye.